Welcome to the step-by-step video tutorial to the online application system at the University of Hong Kong. If you're applying to HKU's undergraduate degree program holding an international qualification, you must submit your application through the online application system. In this video, we'll go through each stage of the application process to address some common questions when applying for HKU. First, you can find the link to the system on our admissions website. Go to admissions.hku.hk and click Apply. You will find the section for international qualifications. Click Apply Now on this page, and this will direct you to the application system login. When using the system for the first time, you will be asked to register for an account, and you can do so by clicking Registration. If you have registered for an account last year, you may skip this step and proceed to log in with the same credentials directly. For first-time users, you will be directed to the declaration page after clicking registration. Please read this page carefully, and upon having read and understood the declaration, you may check the box at the bottom of the page and click Accept to continue. You will then be directed to the registration page to fill in your details. Please be mindful to use an active email account that can be accessed throughout the entire application process, as you will not be able to change this email address once registered. Please also note the password requirement as stated in the system. Please also enter an active alternative email in case of the need to reset your password. Additionally, please note that the first and last name you've entered here must be identical to the one stated on your passport or your Hong Kong identity card. After completing all the details on this page, a confirmation email will be sent to both your primary and secondary email addresses. You will be given a link to activate your account. Once your account has been activated, you may use your registered email address and password to log into the application system. So let's take a look at the system. The navigation bar on the left-hand side consists of 6 different sections. The first is My Inbox, and you're recommended to check this section regularly for useful information and updates from the university. You may also start a live chat during office hour with our staff if you have any question on application. The second section along the navigation bar is My Application, where you may find the link to your application and its status. You may click Apply Now to start a new application. The first section of the application system will require you to fill out your personal particulars. Please complete the section carefully and accurately. Scrolling down to the section for identity, please review the description carefully to determine if you are applying as a local or non-local applicant. If you are unsure, please refer to the HKSAR government definition via the QR code here. After filling in each step, please remember to click Save and continue at every stage of the application so that you don't lose any information you have filled in. The next page will take you to the academic profile section where you can enter your academic history. If you are not enrolled in any academic institution between September 2025 to June 2026, you may simply check the box here on top of the section to go straight to the previous study section, which we will explain shortly. However, if you are currently enrolled in a school, please select your current country or regions of study alongside with the name of your institutions and fill in the details of your current programs of studies accordingly. For example, here we will select the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program for the type of program and secondary or junior and senior high school education as the level of study. And since this is the current program I am enrolled in, I will select no when asked if I have completed the studies. And since my school is a full-time school, I will select full-time as the study mode. So moving on to the previous study section, you may click the icon here on the left to add an institution. Please add all your secondary or junior and senior high school education information, excluding your current program of study, to this section. You may select your region or country of studies from the drop-down menu. And for program information, you may, for example, enter International Baccalaureate Middle Years Program, if that was your course of study in middle school, and fill in the details accordingly. The final part of this page is the year of schooling. Please select the highest qualification you will obtain before enrolling in the university. For instance, again, if you're completing your IBDP, you may select International Baccalaureate Diploma Program in the drop-down menu. The section also asks for the total years you have spent in your primary, secondary, or tertiary education. So primary education simply means elementary or primary school, secondary education means middle school or high school, and finally, tertiary or university level education refers to any years of education after high school. Please don't forget to provide the exact number of years in which the education is received. Again, we click Save and Next to continue to the next page. Here in the following section, you will be asked to provide your academic qualifications. Click the button Add Qualification to add a current or previous qualification. You may provide multiple qualifications as necessary. And please note that you must add at least one qualification to submit your application, and you will not be able to proceed without completing this page. Fill in the relevant details about your qualification and then click Add. Applicants must input all academic results, including both predicted and actual results, into the system. The purpose of uploading your results and the relevant documents is solely for the verification of your academic achievements. If it is your university counselors who has access to your predicted or your actual results, you must ensure that your counselor will provide them in the system. So follow the instructions to fill out the details of the subjects listed carefully. The next page is the choice of program section, where you will be asked to list your program choices and the priorities at the university. Please note that you can select up to 3 programs for your application, and except for your first choice, which will be evaluated with more weighting, the university will evaluate all other choices with the same weight. So we strongly suggest that you consider carefully and select the most preferred program as your first choice. So scrolling down is the section detailing the dual degree programs offered by the university. You may indicate whether you wish to apply for any dual degree or university collaborative programs here, but please note that each of these programs has a separate application and may have additional requirements and application procedures. Therefore, please refer to the respective program pages for further information. And finally, you can also indicate your interest in other admission schemes or special scholarships offered by the university before applying for one. Please check your eligibility before applying and take note of any additional requirements or supporting documents that you should submit alongside your application. The next section is for the submission of your references, which serves to support your application to the university, such as your predicted grades or other relevant information about you. Click Add Referee on the left to nominate your counselor or a referee. You will also need to provide details about your referee, including your relationship with them, their name, and their email addresses. Please check carefully and make sure you have all the correct details of your referee, as their contact information and the invitation sent out cannot be edited once you have submitted your application. You may nominate your counselors to provide your references, transcript, as well as any anticipated or predicted results to support your application. Please select your counselor from the drop-down list. If your counselor is not listed, please make sure you have selected your school under the Academic Profile tab first. If you still cannot find your counselor in the list, you may nominate them as a referee. We recommend that you contact your referees before submitting the application. After your application has been submitted, an email will be sent to each of your referees seeking their confidential references in support of your application. We have now reached the final section of the application system. Here, the university will ask you to indicate whether you have any disabilities and your previous studies at HKU or transfer of credits if you've currently or previously enrolled in a bachelor's degree program. After you have completed and thoroughly reviewed all the sections of your application, you may proceed to the payment and submit your application. Please note that supporting documents and personal statements can only be uploaded after the payment of application fee. Here we are directed to the payment page. This will show you the acceptable payment methods and the amount of application fee. Once you have paid your application fee and your submission is successful, you will receive an email with instructions on the next step. You will also be able to view your application number under Application on the left. The status of your application will now change from in progress to submitted. Click Upload Supporting Document to submit relevant documents. Please read through the instructions carefully and follow the file and naming format of the document. You may check the status of your application anytime by clicking Application Status on the left panel. You can also review your acceptance status and any outstanding actions required from you here. After you have submitted your application, you are strongly advised to update your personal information if necessary. You are also encouraged to check your emails regularly to keep up to date with the information from HKU. This is the end of this video tutorial for the online application system at HKU. If you have any other questions, please refer to our frequently asked questions on the admissions website, or you can start a live chat with our staff through your application system. Thank you for watching this video.